Hello and welcome back to Life by Design. I'm Karyn and I have an important question for you today. When it comes to your dreams, have you been waiting to play or are you playing to win? I find that a lot of empaths and highly sensitives who have a really strong ambition to do something in their lives that's maybe never been done before, or maybe they're breaking out of a mold in their family or in their particular line of work. And anytime that you're moving outside of those boundaries is a good thing. But a lot of times we're waiting and sitting by passively, waiting for someone to say, go ahead, it's okay to do this. You have my approval. And in the meantime, months, years, maybe even decades are going by as you stay in this passive type of energy, waiting for the permission and approval. Now, I want to say I understand where that's coming from. You know, a lot of us do have memories of being judged, being rejected, being persecuted, even the emotional pain that went along with following our heart and moving outside the boundaries. And what I'd like to illuminate for you today is there's a very big difference energetically between waiting to play and playing to win. Just when you hear those phrases, you can almost see someone sitting on the sidelines waiting for that permission, the go ahead to get in the game. And oftentimes, especially when we're adults, that just doesn't happen, because ultimately we are meant to make our own decisions. And then you can compare that with the energy of playing to win. There is momentum, there's inertia, there's a lot of high vibrational energy when you're actually in the game. And so if you have been sort of in that passive energy, it's okay. It's not a bad thing. I simply want to bring it to your attention today so that you no longer waste time in that passive energy. If you look in the dictionary, you're going to find synonyms like subservient, subordinate, slavish, obedient. So those types of words carry the same connotation and meaning as passive. And if you are in that energy of waiting for the right people, the right circumstances, the right energy, the right feeling, the time doesn't usually come. That has to come from within. That comes from you. And so I want to open you up to the difference between waiting to play and playing to win. So the focus here is not necessarily on winning a game. It's simply a metaphor for actually playing and experiencing and having fun and being involved in the process of creation. Winning is not necessarily about being perfect and getting everything right the first time. Playing to win means that you put yourself in the game 100%, both feet in, and you're willing to have fun and make mistakes and connect and learn so that you can grow. And that's ultimately how you're going to bring about positive change in the world. It's through your decisions. So sometimes it may feel like you're competing externally with what's out there. And that's the whole waiting to play type of energy again, is looking all around you and waiting and watching for that right time or that right circumstance. And it does not come from out there. It actually comes from within yourself. So if you've been focusing externally, I invite you to reclaim your energy and bring it within so that you can start playing to win. And again, winning is simply following the dreams of your heart and taking those chances, allowing yourself to live and be imperfect and just put yourself out there. what I can promise you is that when you do that, when you allow yourself to kind of push out beyond the boundaries that you're used to living within, is you're going to find that you're actually going to be okay. You're actually going to be not just okay, but you're going to feel safe. You're going to feel empowered. You're going to want more of that winning energy. So today, simply check in with yourself and reclaim some of that energy if you need to. If you've been playing to win and taking action, give yourself a pat on the back. It's always great to acknowledge yourself for having that courage and the willingness to just play. So let's take the emphasis off of winning and simply look at playing, okay? So instead of waiting to play to win, and emphasis on play. Have fun with it. In this lifetime, we're not meant to be so serious. It's got to be fun. It's got to be exciting. And so follow that energy and it will lead you to amazing places. So if you've been sitting on the sidelines waiting to play, you don't need to do that. I know sometimes it can feel difficult, maybe a little scary stepping into the game. But once you allow yourself to just play and have fun and be in the moment, whatever it is that you enjoy to do, you're going to be moving in that direction and you'll be placing yourself in that stronger energy of momentum and forward movement. It's a much different energy than the passive energy of waiting. Ultimately, you get to decide what it is that you're creating, and no one, absolutely no one, gets to decide that for you. And if you're waiting for someone to give you that permission, again, that external, simply shift your focus from external to internal, connecting with your heart. We're not here to be controlled. We're not here to conform to a life that doesn't feel right to us. We're actually meant to be who we came here to be. And the longer that you put that off and wait on the sidelines, the more frustration and misalignment you'll be struggling with. And you don't want that. You don't need that. Simply ask yourself, what is my heart telling me to do? What is my soul telling me to do? And allow those parts of you to guide your decisions, because there's a lot that those parts of you know that is unseen. Those are the parts that are at the very heart of creation energy. And when you start to activate those parts of you and let those intangible parts of you lead you, then you have just cultivated those seeds to begin to grow and manifest in your life. But it starts from within, okay? So make sure that your focus is in you and it's not out here, okay? So no more waiting to play. You can start today and simply start playing to win. All right, I hope this message has been helpful for you. And if you have a comment, I'd love to hear what your takeaway is from this video. I'll see you next time on Life by Design.